All right, it's your boy Big Rich with another mob story. Bonanno family leaders Joseph Cammarano Jr and John Zancoccio acquitted. Prosecutors accused Joseph Cammarano Jr and John Zancoccio of being leaders in New York's Bonanno crime family. Last month, they were indicted on racketeering and conspiracy to commit extortion charges. After a 2 week trial, both alleged mobsters were found not guilty by a jury in Manhattan federal court. Now, guys, I know I'm a little late on these stories. I just found them yesterday, so I'm bringing them to you guys, okay? Prosecutors claimed that Camarano, also known as Joe C., was the acting boss of the Bonanno family, and that Zancoccio, also known as Porky, was the current consigliere, but were unable to make their case. Lead prosecutor Gina Castellano said in her opening statement that the men worked together and with other members of the mob to commit crime after crime: extortion, loan sharking, drug dealing, assault, and fraud. She described the defendants as violent mobsters who took whatever they wanted from whoever they wanted through intimidation, through threats, and violence. The defense claimed that their clients were unfairly profiled because they were Italian and that the mafia no longer existed. Joe C's lawyer said her client merely looked like he stepped out of a central casting in a mob movie, but that didn't make him an actual wise guy. Prosecutors presented evidence to the contrary, which they believe proved that Camarano and Zancoccio profited from the Cosa Nostra family rackets that included loan sharking, extortion, and more. Prosecutors were also armed with testimony from two Bonanno mobsters turned rat, former Captain Pete Lavaglio and associate Steven Sabella. But in the end, it wasn't enough to convince a jury that either defendant was guilty of the crimes that they were being charged with or that they were members of the New York Mafia. Another of Joe C's lawyers said the verdict is apparently the result of the government bringing a case without any credible evidence. We believe that this is a just verdict, and the jury was one of the most attentive juries that I've ever seen. From the opening and to the summatation, they took very diligent notes and were just very satisfied. This was definitely another setback for the feds in their fight against organized crime in New York, with alleged Bonanno family boss Michael Mancuso back on the streets, which we talked about in a separate article. The family seemingly has its complete hierarchy on the streets for the first time in years. This is your boy Big Rich with another mob story. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. Everybody have a great day. Salute.